FW Worldwide. Tackle Tip Tuesday, brought to you by Jewel Baits. We're going to talk about cold water cranking and some of the baits that I like to use in the cooler months of the year. I'm talking December, January, February, March. One of my favorite crankbaits is the old school Storm Wiggle Wart. All right, now Lucky Strike makes a great one called the G5. It's way more cost effective than getting online and buying an old school Storm Wiggle Wart. These are a tight wobble bait. All right, I like to look at the rockiest transition banks going in off the main lake into pockets to throw the Wiggle Wart or the G5. In the coldest of cold water, I like to simply go to a color that is in red or a natural crawfish color like the V86, for example. Now, if you want to, it's important that you look at tight wobble crankbaits in the cold water, all right? Like a flat-sided crankbait like this PH Customs flat crank. That too is key in colder water. I don't want a bait that goes out and hunts real hard in cold water. That's just something I enjoy. Other people have got their ways of doing things, but these are the baits that I look at throwing hard in the colder water. And when I say colder water, I'm talking 40 degrees up to about 55. After that, I'll probably go to a square bill crankbait. I like to use a Cashin 7.3 crankbait rod. This is 7.3, it's a mod fast. It's got a lot of good fast tip to it. And generally, in the clearest of water, I'll throw 8-pound Maxima Ultra Green, which is monofilament. I want that stretch a little bit more. A lot of guys go to fluorocarbon, but I'm a big fan of monofilament when it comes to cold water cranking, and a good rod that gives a little bit on the tip too. I throw it on a 6 gear ratio Johnny Morris Platinum or a carbon light reel that Bass Pro makes as well. Anything slower than that's just too slow for me. So a medium retrieve reel. Don't go with anything high speed. But that is something to think about in cold water situations when you're cranking. Go to Lucky Strike G5, the old Storm Wiggle Wart, or PH Custom Lures, a flat-sided crankbait, and go with that red. You'll be glad you did.